Right, moving into the interior of the car. The speaker grill's fallen off, it just needs reattaching. It's going to need gluing actually, the little attachments are broken. The rear seats aren't in bad order, and there are 3 inertia or safety belts, and yeah, all pretty up together. To excuse, I haven't got the little wide angle lens on the camera at the moment, so it's not going to look the best at the moment, but in theory it isn't actually any oil painting this. It's a fairly poor grade interior. The seats obviously damaged, as you saw. Let's just show you that. The seats damaged. The glass is all good. No radio, handbrake, plenty of travel, but does hold. And I'll just fire up for you. Done 107 756. There's a little sort of resonance from the rear. I assume the baffle in the exhaust silencer is loose, but the actual engine sounds pretty good. There's a slight whir coming from the alternator by the sounds of it, but it is charging fine. The ABS light goes out, the airbag light goes out, and the fan all works. That's okay. The rear wash wiper is working. You can see it working there, and the front washers and wipers are working as well. Okay. The lights are working, and the horn is working also. Front fogs, actually no, rear fog light I should say. RPM's good, the idle RPM is excellent, and no cigarette lighter. It does have an ashtray, and there's the locking wheel nut. There are no books or manuals with it, I'm afraid to say. Not come with the car this time round. So yeah, 107 756 is the miles. The pedal rubber's fairly worn. The gear change, I'm afraid, isn't great. The clutch is okay, but the gear change when you're on the go is not great. It takes a bit of getting used to. But the biting point is relatively low, but the pedal's not bad. It's not a really stiff pedal. And I've driven the car 20 odd miles back from Bristol just a day or two ago, and I've had it cleaned, but obviously that wing is the worst part about it really. Get the wing done, you've got yourself quite an attractive looking 04 plate MG ZR. Now, the head gasket, obviously people always ask about these K-series engines with the head gasket. The head gasket, I think, is on its way, although in the 20 odd miles I drove it, it didn't overheat, it was perfectly okay, but when I went and collected it from the valeters, the coolant bottle was empty. Now this could indicate that it's got a water leak, or that essentially we're looking at a car with a head gasket gone, but we will do a head gasket check to let you know if that's the case. So ask me about that, and we'll have it done. Okay, well there we are, thanks for watching, speak to you soon, bye bye. Okay, welcome to the history and documents then for this MG ZR. We can see it's a 3-door hatchback, 1396cc, 164 grams per kilometre, 3 keepers in total. That's the V5. The MOT is valid until the 11th of March 2014, so a huge MOT on it. 04 plate with the odometer readings of 60k in 2010, 69k in 2011, 87k in 2012, and 106 when the test was done just the other day. And we do have a bit of history right the way back to 2007 on this one with its first MOT. So I'll just rattle through them then. So in 2007 it had 18,000 miles, that was its first MOT. 2008 36. 2009 49, and then I think we go on to 2010 as per those. Yeah, so basically we can warrant the miles due to the VOSA report and yeah, basically the VOSA report, but alas there is no service history or owner's manuals with the car, so that's an eBay job to look for those. There is just the one key with the one remote as well. Hello and good evening, I'm Neil Pinkett from Bath Cars, and today's car is the Rover. It's the MG ZR. This one, it's a little 1400 3-door car with just over 100k on it, and the purpose of this video is just to run around it and tell you what it's all about. So it's an 04 registration, and you'll see by the price this car is not perfect. It's got a very bent up front near offside wing, but this side is actually pretty straight, and it's got 16-inch alloys, ABS, power steering, and remote locking. Let's just tell you about the tyres a second. So there is a locking wheel, and that tyre there is pretty good condition actually. About, I'd say about 20% worn. This one here is not far off its uppers. It's probably about 2mm left on that. Excuse me. It's had some modified rear light clusters put in. Little minor scratch to the bottom of the bumper there. It's got a rear wiper that works, high level brake light. This side the tyre is pretty good on the back again, so the back tyres are in excellent order. And here's that dreadful wing, so he's obviously clobbered it, or she has, and dented the wing up pretty badly. Hit the door as well. So really a new wing's required for that to get it into shape. And that front tyre there is about, well, not too bad actually. I think it's that side that's the worst one. This one here is about 5mm, I would say. The front actually looks pretty attractive. It's got the nice lights, and the aerial unfortunately is broken, so you need to just cobble up some sort of aerial. There is no radio in it. It's been taken out. Obviously had a decent radio system and kept it. So we've got a bit of documentation. Let's go and have a look at that a moment.